Hello, you beautiful peoples of the internet. Welcome to my little bit of news for today. Hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these over the upcoming weeks and months. I'll be doing daily or every couple of days. I'll be doing a little bit of a news roundup of either gaming and tech news that has appeared on the old interwebs here. So, of course, the big news today is, well, technically it was the big news yesterday, was Microsoft acquiring Bethesda. So it's paid $7.5 billion, 5.85, if you want to be exact, 5.85 billion pounds for parent company. Well, the company that owns Bethesda is ZeniMax Media. So apparently Xbox has said already that most of the franchises involved with Bethesda will be going to Game Pass. So that's your Dooms, your Fallouts, your Skyrims, Dishonored's, etc., etc. There's quite a good sized chunky library there of games that Bethesda own. Even upcoming new games, there's quite a few upcoming new games due to release. I believe Deathloop was supposed to be a PS5 timed exclusive. I believe they've made a statement on this and that nothing has changed there. So what does this mean then? It's because, you know, if you look at Game Pass already has more than 200 games on it. And they've also added EA Access now, or EA Access is being added in the next week or so to Game Pass. So you've only got the Bethesda back catalogue, you've also got a load of EA going there. So it's a massive acquirement really for Microsoft. They really are doubling down on the Game Pass for its value, and yet this is also the week where Sony have said, oh, we're going to start charging more now for our games. We're going up to 70 quid a game. Now already I'm finding that games are, for the last few years, I found that games are way too expensive for me just to buy willy-nilly. There's the odd one or two titles that I'll dish out on. They tend to be ongoing titles, but a lot of my time nowadays, I don't know if you're the same, is spent playing free-to-play stuff. They tend to be, and there's the reason why they're popular, because it doesn't cost 70 quid to get into it, you know. Anyway, enough about me ranting about my personal preferences, so let's talk about what this means for the future of both Microsoft and PlayStation. So obviously it's a very bright future for Microsoft, that really doubling it down on the old Game Pass there. So, you know, they've already got 200 games, like I said, on their Game Pass. So there's a massive backlog or back library now from Bethesda games that they can add to that, spanning 2, 3, 4 generations of consoles. And also to add to that, EA Access is also now going to the Game Pass. So this is a fantastic value for money. So let's talk about, where does this leave PlayStation now? Well, I definitely think that a lot of the big multi-plat titles that Bethesda develop, produce, make, I think they're still going to come to the PlayStation, the main PlayStation marketplace. I don't think Microsoft are going to sort of cut off that revenue stream. You know, if you've got 100 million PS4 users, you want to be in that marketplace. Microsoft are a business company. They're about making money, and they did it with Minecraft. They didn't cut Minecraft away from the Switch or the PlayStation. They openly promoted Minecraft. So if I'm, well, I am a PlayStation owner, but if I'm a Switch and a PlayStation owner, I really shouldn't be too worried about the acquisition by Microsoft. This is more to do with their building up their already awesome but and an extensive library for their Game Pass. This is the way that they are going to approach these next generation of consoles. They are going for this subscription, basically the Netflix of games, and that's what Microsoft want to do. And we've seen how, looking at Netflix, how that has developed as a company now, and that a lot of other companies are trying to emulate and copy it, be it Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. They're all trying to emulate that success that Netflix has had and has got, and that user base, because I think that's the way going forward. It's not so much selling a single product now, it's services. I think you find this with everything now, from your bank to your dentist. They all offer you, rather than a one-off fee. You tend to end up in a subscription model. I mean, even charity shops now. I remember being stopped recently in the as I was coming out of a supermarket, and he goes, "Oh, would you like to donate to charity?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." I put my hand in my pocket. No, we don't take money. We don't take your money anymore. We do it through a subscription service. And I said, "Well, I'm very sorry. I haven't got my card on me." And so I'm more than willing to give you the change out of my pocket for your charity, but he's like, no, we do subscription. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to give my bank details over to strangers in the back of a shop, which he was fine about. But this is the way the future is now. It's all about subscription models and basically nickel and diming you month by month by month. Because a lot of the time what happens is you first get the subscription model and you love it. You know, the first few months you have Netflix, you're bumming every sort of series off it, and then about 8 months later you're still paying for it and you find that you're not watching it as much anymore. So that's the way Microsoft are planning to do the future of Xbox. Not so much making their money off the hardware, not so much making their money off single sale games, but going with the subscription model, trying to get a really good sort of 20-30 million people into that subscription model, and then continue building on a library that they'll own, and that you'll be able to pass down generations of Xboxes and PCs for generations to come. So, you know, you'll still be able to play Skyrim on Xbox, probably Xbox 12 in 50 years time. You know, that's the type of thing that we're looking at. So overall, so what do I really think personally about what is the acquisition of Bethesda? Well, personally, I think, well, it's about bloody time Microsoft showed up to the game here. Sony have come out fighting all this year. They've nailed their presentations. They've really sort of gathered the hype up, and Microsoft have been seen sort of left looking a little bit lackluster, a little bit sort of, oh, we're turning up to the fight, but we forgot our gloves. Well, Microsoft definitely look like they're going to put their gloves on now, and they're going to say, right, we're coming to this. We're going to start a bit of a fight now. We're going to get interest going. We're going to start pushing our product. We're going to look like we actually care about the future of Xbox, which I can't be negative about that. I've got a lot of negative things to say about the way Microsoft has handled Xbox over the last 7 years. I was a massive Xbox 360 fan, as most of my friends know. So I think moving on, things are definitely heating up and getting a lot more interesting now. I mean, very late of Microsoft to sort of announce this, but maybe this was a bit of a plan all along. Now, it'd be interesting to see how Sony counteracts this. I think for Sony, I think a fantastic acquirement would be someone like Konami. You know, we all associate games like Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill with the original PlayStation, and it would be nice to see a sort of doubling down and a return to the greatness of those franchises. I also think with Konami, they own PES Soccer, and we know that Sony sponsor the UEFA Champions League and a lot of the big football, so there would be a bit of a tie in there. But I mean, this is all conjecture. There's no facts or knowledge that Sony would do this. Or they just carry on the same with their great quality first party devs. So I'm going to round this off now. So this is the news. This is Bethesda's acquired Microsoft. Thank you for my listen. I hope this came out. I've got a new audio recording equipment here, so I hope that sounds decent enough when I put this out on the tubes. And of course, just do the regular things. I'd love to hear I'd love to read what you think down in the comment section below. Always leave a like, that would be nice. If you didn't like what I'm saying, you can always leave a dislike. And subscribe and share. That always helps out small channels like myself. And what I would like to say is that moving forward, hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot more of these sort of quick bits type chatting to you about recent events and news that's in the media or should be brought to our attention. I'm also going to be changing the name of the channel. I'm going to go away from the Digitroll Foundry, which is a little bit of a play on Digital Foundry. It's just one of the things I was really into the tech and analysis. All my friends would will agree when I say they'd catch me in the middle of a multiplayer game staring at the water or at the ground or some smoke effects rather than getting the frags and kills. So I'm going to change the channel, and I think I'm going to use the similar name to what I'm using on my I have a fishing channel, and that's called Cheapskate Fishing, and I think I'm going to call this Cheapskate Gaming News and Tech or something like that. So if all of a sudden you see that you can't find Digital Foundry, so it's not that I've gone away or I've deleted the channel, it's that I'll be known as Cheapskate. I haven't finished off the last bit, but it'll be Cheapskate something, okay? So anyway, thank you very much, bid you farewell, and we'll see you beautiful peoples in my next video. Bye now.